Wolfdog, Steve Miller has returned to RCW. He made his return at our last live event, taking the champion, world-class Chris Basso, to the limit in a fantastic match. Now he wants to be the one to answer Rocky Menero's open challenge and take down A-Town's finest.
Well, you know, Rocky Menero does not mind backing down from anyone, so you know what? We're going to have a fantastic competition here between these two. As you mentioned, Rocky Menero, former RCW champion. Remember the days when this company was Rocky City Wrestling back in the day?
It was indeed, and is again.
Well, these fans are very, very happy about having Rocky Menero back in the RCW ring.
You know, it's funny, Rocky always says that he's going to be the stepfather of Australian wrestling. You may not like him, but you will respect him. I would say that everybody in this arena both likes, respects, and even indeed loves Rocky Menero.
Did he pay you to say that?
Not at all.
Wow.
Unlike you, I say what I genuinely feel rather than changing with the weather.
You thought that all up by yourself. That's amazing.
Miller now. This man has been away from the game for a few years, but he's lost none of his touch.
Oh, absolutely no rust on this guy at all. Of course, Rocky Menero originally trained by the late, great, former three-time Australian middleweight champion Cole Devani.
Who trained you as well, and so many others in the iconic Monster Factory.
Absolutely.
Rocky himself wants to be an icon. He said he needs to beat the best in the country to know just how good he is. That's what started this whole quest.
Oh, look at this. Oh, this is, should I say vintage Menero?
You should indeed. Cover.
As we mentioned already tonight, all eyes are on the talent in the ring.
Here we go. Oh, now did you see the way that Miller reacted there? Did you know that in South Africa, it is a massive offence to slap a man across the chest? It is like a big cultural no-no.
Well, why don't you go in there and slap him then?
I'm not going to, but I'm just saying it's a massive cultural no-no, and Rocky, I don't know whether he knows how. Oh, look at this.
Well, now, Rocky Menero probably spends a little bit more time in the gym and less time reading comic books.
Yeah, but the other problem here is that, oh, see that? Miller's done his homework. Menero, of course, recovering from that torn bicep injury. Miller's gone right for that left arm.
I think Steve Miller was going to come in here unprepared.
No, not at all. Not even suggesting that, but I'm just really impressed by how quickly he's executed his game plan. Doesn't look like enough to stop Menero, though.
Beautiful suplex. Taking over A-Town's finest now. Goes for the cover.
Just got to hope that doesn't take Rocky off his game. Miller knowing his weakness.
Well, you know, I think...
Oh, look at that.
I think most people did know, and I tell you what, you know, again, I say like a broken record, but it is all about the win, and sometimes you've got to go after those. If you know there's a target there, you've got to aim for it.
That's right, that's right. That is not cheating, that is tactics, that is wrestling at its very core. Kick delivered straight to the bicep area.
Rocky Menero now firing back into the midsection of Steve Miller. I don't really think that's a... Oh, look at this. This is great strategy.
It is indeed. This shows the sort of ring general that Miller is.
Going back to the same body part, the one he knows has been injured in the past.
I mean, can you ever think of a time we've seen Rocky Menero tap out, submit to another person? But we might be seeing that here. If Miller can land some sort of armbar, again, with that offensive chop to the chest. Just the way Miller snaps back at that.
Absolutely. Well, as you said, if it is a cultural disrespect, that's just going to fire him up every single time.
That arm does not look good.
I'm already picturing Steve Miller and say maybe Grim down the track. That should be interesting.
Lord. That would be the most insulting match in South African history.
Possibly, but it is great to have Steve Miller back in the RCW ring.
Absolutely.
This is where we see some of the greatest talent in the country.
And in the world.
Side Russian leg sweep there, Rocky Menero. Won so many wrestling titles in his career, we would not have enough time. Beautiful back suplex. enough time to list them all off.
Menero going for high impact. Wolfie, do you think he's trying to finish this as quickly as possible now that that bicep is involved?
Well, you can see he's obviously favouring that. And he knows Miller knows. And of course, you know, Rocky Menero has been around for a good decade and a half.
17 years he's been doing this, Wolfie.
There you go.
17 years. As long as I've been a journalist, we worked out the other month.
So, you know, he knows if he's hurting, he's got to finish his match as quick as he can and get out of there.
Miller's not going to let him. He's got all the advantage now.
You've also got to remember, Sean, if somebody is literally injured, as we're seeing here, we're not just talking about this match, we're talking about future matches, RCW 200, his career in general.
That's exactly right. We know that the icon wants to continue that path to prove that he is the best in the country. It's going to be hard to do that cover from a hospital traction.
Sometimes people's pride can get the better of them, but you can always live to fight another day, Sean.
That's right. Menero knew when he went on this path he was going to face some of the toughest competition in the country and in the world. Miller very definitely qualifies.
Oh, he went out, you know, he had the open challenge.
That's right. You lay that out, you've got to wear the consequences.
Well, pound for pound, Rocky Menero is one of the best in the country. Best there ever has been in the country.
Yeah, but the question for tonight is Miller better?
Well, you've only got to be better for 3 seconds.
Cover.
And I can tell you what, Sean, that can be over in a flash.
The residents here trying to will Rocky Menero back into this match.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look. Oh, beautiful drop toe hold there. Steve Miller now.
Miller had that scouted perfectly. Ready with the counter. Oh.
I'm really enjoying this viciousness here on Steve Miller's part. Look at this. Oh, flying shoulder block off the top turnbuckle.
Is there nothing Miller can't do?
Goes for the cover now, hooks the leg. Referee Michael Kent right there. This is just a 2.
You got to be impressed by what both these men are bringing to the table, Wolf Dog.
Oh, absolutely.
After some of the malarkey we've seen tonight, just to see a pure wrestling competition like this is an absolute joy.
I can be honest, I've known Rocky Menero for, well, as long as you've been a journalist, and I can tell you now, I've never seen a match of Rocky Menero's I haven't enjoyed. Except maybe those ones when he was doing that!
Out of nowhere with that massive super kick.
I was just about to say, except those matches when he did that to me. And that super kick did come out of nowhere. That's exactly what Rocky Menero needed now.
Time to recover, time to regroup. Miller is rattled.
Oh, I guarantee you Miller is rattled.
You know how that feels.
That's one of the most accurate super kicks you're ever going to find.
Whoa!
Oh, look at that. Well, I think Rocky Menero just lost a tooth there.
And again, that chop enrages the South African superstar. The short DDT there for good measure.
Go to the cover. Look, once again, hooks that leg.
Just a 2 count again.
There's been no arrogant covers here from either guy.
Not at all. These men respect one another's ability and tenacity. This is about pride. Miller again going to work on that surgically repaired bicep.
Rocky. Here we go. Roll of the dice there.
So quick. We know what follows the roll of the dice.
Oh, which arm's he going to be? There you go.
Straight to the heart.
Top rail.
It's over. Residents of Riot City, your winner, Rocky Menero. Another spectacular victory there by the stepfather of Australian wrestling.
Before I get started, it's good to see Wolf Dog back. This guy's retired more times than I have. Give him a round of applause. Now, I've had this open challenge for a while, but I promised you guys something big. So there's someone that you saw earlier at RCW 200. I'm gonna have one of the biggest challenges I have. At RCW 200, I'm gonna take on somebody really, really different. I'm thinking I might...
Now, excuse me, Rocky, for raining on your little parade. You said at 200 you've got someone who's a really big name, someone who's a little bit different. I didn't realise the Open Challenge was for flogs who don't even come into this country these days.
Well, you're right, because it is someone different. It's not the difference, because it's a big name, not your name. I'm wrestling Adam Brooks.
Now, Rocky, you and I have known each other for a very long time, and I've never known you to stand in front of a crowd like this and be a coward and duck the best there is. I'm standing here right in front of you. I'm not half a world away. I'm right here.
Well, there is not much room between you and this ring. So if you're as tough as you think you are, mate, I'm ready to go round two. See, the difference is Adam Brooks has gone away to make himself better, and you're just the same guy you've always been. Yes, you're good, but you're not great. You're not an icon. You don't get 200.
I'm still just as good as I was, and you're still dodging me. What does that say about you? So you're telling me at 200 it's Adam Brooks? Yep. 200 it's Adam Brooks, is that right? Well, I tell you what. Jimmy C's been messing with me for the last few months, so maybe I'll take it up with him, but until then, you enjoy 200, you enjoy your Open Challenge. Good luck with that.
It's kind of stumped me there, but... I'd see you guys all at 200. Bring a friend, bring a family member, bring someone you don't like, I don't care. You're going to see me kick the crap out of Adam Brooks. Good night.